All right, everybody, going to go ahead and get round one started real quick. I do apologize for the delay. Somebody was giving out the room codes, causing my life hell. So hopefully I can figure that out before next games. But once again, I do apologize for the couple-minute delay.
Welcome to PUBG Mobile.
Thank you for the follow, Nasty.
We will be taking off soon. Be prepared.
All right, so first play in the lineup tonight, going to go from Stalber all the way down to Quarry. So should be some very north drops like Severny, Sakari shooting range, maybe even Kameshki. I've seen a couple of people go there. It's usually what I call a place for like two people. That's about it. All right. Well, these guys are jumping out of the plane real quick. I'm just going to grab my water and I'll be right back. All right, so we do have a couple teams heading. Actually, Jesus, way more teams than I thought headed towards the Kameshki area. They're going to be kind of near. If you guys play arcades a lot, this is what I get a lot of shotgun stuff on. So one of the Serenity teams is going to be dropping here. Jesus Christ, we got a whole lot of teams in Yasnaya. It's generally more than I'm used to seeing here. So definitely going to have to say there's probably some lag here for these players. I've been noticing it for the past couple days playing some custom rooms. Tons of people in one location equals very, very high ping. So Webb going to get, I believe, 2 knocks and going to go ahead and get the thirst going. So on one side of Yasnaya, we're going to have Reckless as well as JCR. On the right-hand side, we're going to have Alive, CK, and I'm not sure what Team 18's clan tag is. Let's go ahead and zoom in right here on Enigma. Trying to place the last couple shots right in, and gonna get it. Here comes the rest of the team to come in and help him finish that one off fairly quickly. And how many knocks are up here? Revenge going for the revive onto Panda. Can he get it off on time before these teams rush up? And he does get it off.
Fucking niggers.
Oh, really, dude?
Hey, niggers, my team's at George Poke Crates. You guys wanna go kill them there at George Poke Crates, niggers?
And I guarantee he's about 15. And is a very, very angry little white boy. So Panda's going to go ahead and get knocked. They're going to rush in. Go ahead and get the thirst onto him. Revenge was able to make it down a couple stories, was able to get inside, and tries for the jump maneuver on Spiritual, but Spirituals end up getting him with the drop shot. So that maneuver may have just saved his life right there. So let's go over here with Team 15 now. And from what I could tell, they are third person peeking some windows, trying to get some kind of location of where these guys are at. The rest of Team 15 has made their way over to the apartments. Yank, this is going to chill just down there. A little bit of a different angle, but should have a very good view for the most part, though. So B's going to push across to the back apartment. Not sure if he's got any heals. Definitely crazy low. And from what I can tell, doesn't even have a single bandage on him. Thank you for the follow, Hibby. So Reflect is going to be knocked over here by Team 5. And does look like they ended up trying to back out of Yasnaya. Two of them ends up getting knocked over here. I really hope they were not yet two motorcycles. So Team Alive is now going to be pushing forward to capitalize on these two knocks. Was able to get Spiritual back up to provide some cover fire for him as he goes for the second revive. Alpachi moves in from the other side, gets a knock onto Enigma. And it is going to be down to Spiritual over here. Supreme's still going to be inside of Yasnaya. Gonna use the smoke for a little bit of cover. Goes for the drop shot. Thought Alpachi was coming around the left-hand side. And gets the knock onto Alpachi as well and goes for the thirst. Very nice job to Spiritual right there. Yeah, not you this time, man. He sounded quite a bit more angry than when you were saying it. I think he just needs a hug. So Spiritual now able to heal up. Gonna go for the thirst on the down player right in front of him. And I didn't notice Safroa is knocked to the side as well. Where is... So Venux still going to be alive. He is going to be pushing out of the compound now, trying to move over to his down teammate, and is going to be taken down by Spiritual as well. I believe he ended up getting all 4 players from that team, so very, very nice job to Team 20. So teams left over in Yasnaya are going to be Team 15, Team 6, and Team 20. Wasn't paying attention. Actually, no, Reckless is still alive. I was going to say I didn't see them going out in the kill feeds. Thank you for the follow, Bleed. Let's go ahead and see what everybody else is up to quickly. Let's go up here to South George. Nobody's around these guys. Looks like all the action this time was all up on Yas. I can see Team 7 rotating away from these guys right now. Team 6 not too far behind them. They're going to be in the greens just to the 345. Team JCR is now going to be pushing forward. And you can see one of them is going to be just a little low on health. Snow going to be rocking the shotgun, trying to get the last shots into him. And misses the one that could have done it. Team 17 now going to move over to provide some help to their buddy that got thirsted. Going to go ahead and get a knock on one of them. Causes quite a bit of damage to Skadoodle. And landing a bunch right there onto AXL. So going to be very low for the both of them. Hopefully they have a little bit of health to give them just, I'd say, a little bit of a boost into this 3v2 right now. And I really do not think Skadoodle is going to have any health running away with like 3 HP. So Team 17 now is going to be pushing up. And they went from being on the defensive to, never mind. Axel going to get a knock onto Thirsty as soon as he peeks the side of the green. What's up, Ford? I think I added you in game today. I had you guys are on my invites. And for everybody that's at home in this bullshit ass quarantine, if you're around like noon Eastern till like 5, there's been a bunch of people hosting customs lately. So just log on to Twitch. It's been Monica, Flip, and I think one more. But that's literally all I've been doing for like the past 2 days to get rid of some of my time from being bored. And me and some guys killed it today in Flip Scrims. Or not Scrims, custom rooms. Let's go over here with Indestructible. Most likely a misfire from one of those guys just popping up on the screen. And zone's going to be moving in now, so we should see a bunch of action just on that northeastern edge of that zone as these teams start to rotate in. So right now, Prism not going to be too far away from Team 21, but they're going to go ahead and make the rotation out of the crater. Hopefully Game Boy... Oh, I thought he got stuck for a second. That would have been very unfortunate. Was able to make it out. Let's go over here with Team 13. They're going to go ahead and crash the compound with Prism inside. I believe they have a knock on the Legend upstairs. And knock on Goliath now as well. And I believe they went for the Thirst very quickly on that one. And Chaos going to get dropped by Scuba. And right now it is going to be down to Banshee over here taking on, what is that, Taquito? And Banshee going to cause quite a bit of damage. He's going to heal back up. We're going to be pushing inside. And I believe he just got the revive onto Legend. And he's going to be pushing over towards Scuba. And he's going to get the last couple into Legend. And pushes right back to Scuba. Scuba goes ahead and get the knock and the Thirst. And Banshee gets the knock and the Thirst onto Taquito, which is just going to leave this down to Legend. Let's see what Legend does here in this situation. It pretty much comes down to your fight or flight instinct. And you can pretty much... looks like he's trying to fight. He's going to try to use some aggression against them. They are definitely looking for him, so they have to know he's over here. And Scuba goes ahead and takes him down. Uzi versus Uzi. So nice job to the two of those guys. I believe they're going to come out of there with 4 kills. Unfortunately, they did end up losing 2 of their teammates. But gained a bunch of points in the process. Let's go over here to Team 20 real quick. They're rotating in between 2 teams. I just want to see if they end up running into anybody. So they're actually going to stop somewhat close to Team 9. Team 9 is just going to be to their 105, the east area. And I'm actually going to go here with Team 22 now. Actually, no, let's go with Team 16. So there's a couple teams here on the bridge. Team 16 right now is trying to bridge camp. And I believe they're going to have a couple players from Team 14 just on the back side of them. And the rest of Team 14 ended up jumping off the bridge into the water. So in that kind of situation, in my opinion, they did make the correct call. With their team jumping off, it's pretty much an ambush. I'm not sure if they knew that team was just chilling there waiting for people to come across. But the rotation Team 16 just made, boarding the one end of the bridge and moving on, in my opinion, like I said, not a bad idea with the rest of Team 14 moving in from directly behind them. They pretty much had nowhere to go. Team 14 was already under the bridge, so they would have either got shot in the back or jumped to their death. So nice call on their part, and unfortunately brought them right towards Team 22. I didn't see any knocks or anything, so did get fairly lucky on that one. And I'm going to go over here with Team 19 real quick. I see, what is that team? Whatever a pink team is. I haven't memorized numbers yet. It's going to be Indestructible. It's going to be crashing what I call the farmhouses with 2 of Team 19 members currently inside. That nade, if it would have been timed just a little bit more, maybe just about a second, would have exploded right in Steezy's face as soon as it came through that window. So the only thing that may work out for Team 19 right now is that they have two different angles. Panda right now, in my opinion, with where Skillet is hiding right there, if he ends up timing it correctly, he can pick Panda off coming out of that shack. And where are these guys chilling in here? So they do have two very good angles if anybody tries to push up the stairs. And he ends up smoking. And there comes the knock. Let's see what Grizzle does over here on the other side of the smoke. And gonna be knocked as well, so there's not really a whole lot you can do with a whole bunch of people pushing on you at once and firing. So that's where the multiple angles come into play. And unfortunately, the smoke kind of cock-blocked them just a little bit. Very nice job to Indestructibles on that push. Ends up getting, I believe, at least 2 on that one. Where is the rest of their team? For all they may have knocked out the rest of the team and I just didn't notice. Let's go over here with Team 25 now. So this is going to be Rampage. They're going to be taking on Team 20 at the moment. Freaky going to get knocked right there by Drago with the SKS. And I want to say they just ended up taking out the last 2 members from CK, the team we were watching earlier. So Team 16 ended up rotating pretty far inland from the last time we saw them at the bridge area. And they're going to go ahead and take the compound just down the hill from Rampage at the moment and claim it as their own for now. Where are these guys at? So that should actually be a pretty good spot in this zone right now. I have a feeling that they may have the next zone where they're at. And that actually, a zone might be coming here. So if I have to guess, right where Prism and like Team 16 are is where Final Zone is going to end up this one. Let's go over here, check in with Team 14 quickly, and see if anything comes out of the rotation right in between Team 9 and Team 7. Team 7 now is going to be jumping in the vehicles at the same time they rotate by. And for a second, I thought Moody was going to go ahead and slow down and try to take them on. And I'm going to check in with Team 21 for a second, see what these guys are shooting at. Let's go down with Team 15. Taking some shots over there on Team 14 as they make the rotation. And it does look like they ended up landing some on them. I'm not sure what these guys are shooting at. So zone ends up going dead center on this one. So we got, what, 6 teams already in this one. The rest of them are going to have to make their rotations in. And a lot of the good spots are already taken. So you're going to have, where is it? The only other place I crash right now, I can't put marks on the map, is the compound right here above Team 16. So it's going to be somewhat centered and give you probably one of the shorter rotations if the zone ends up hard shifting north. So Rampage still trying to take some shots onto Team 16 down here. Doesn't look like they've had any success yet landing any. And as you can see, they ended up hiding their vehicles. That way they couldn't shoot out their tires in case they had to make their rotation due to a zone shift. And let's check in with shred it. Looks just like square one. So they're actually going to place some shots on the backside of Rampage. They're going to land a couple on Pika right there. Oh, shit. Wet hit that building so hard it made it do a fucking barrel roll. And let's go over here with the Happy Campers real quick. So Team 22 not going to be too far away from these guys at the moment. Going to be just on top of the hill. Is Tasty really up there with them? Like, really that close? And he is. He's going to be right behind the rock looking for some kind of view on these guys. And from what I could tell, it does look like they're backing off just a little bit from this exchange. And I definitely didn't mean to click the airdrop. So Team 16 going to be trying to play some shots onto Team 7 as they rotate by. Nothing landed on Viper. Not too easy of a shot with an Uzi at that distance, though. For everybody watching the stream that is currently not following my channel, if you would go ahead and hit that button for me, would definitely appreciate it. Trying to hit 1,000 followers as quickly as possible. Basically, what that entails is right now I'm trying to gain the PUBG Mobile VIP status. So once I hit 1,000 followers on Twitch, I'll be able to get some of my streams on the official PUBG channel, stuff like that, and basically get my name out there more, and I guess easier than it is now. So starting from the bottom is never easy. So like I always say, I definitely appreciate everybody's support that tunes in week after week to spectate my scrims and help grow my channel. And all the teams that continue to come back week or week definitely appreciate that as well. So Team 12 going to be rotating right under Team 2 right now. Let's see how they pull this one off. And they are going to get a whole bunch of shots placed on them as they make their rotation. Vehicle starting to smoke. And just made it over the crest. Let's see if they land just a couple more. And not yet. So ends up making it. And this one is going to shift pretty much almost dead center once again. Let's check in with Gamer Boy real quick. So you're going to see Team 14 crashed into the little shack back there. And they have a couple vehicles to provide themselves some cover at end zone. Indestructible is going to have pretty much the same idea. Unfortunately, one of their buggies is missing a tire. It's going to limit them down to one. And let's go ahead and check in with Rampage. And Team 15 ends up crashing the same compound that Team 16 has been in for quite a while now. And from up at the top of the hill, you can see Rampage trying to third-party it. I believe they ended up getting maybe 1 or 2 knocks, and then ended up getting shot by, I believe, I think Snake with the car 9 on his back. So right now, Drago gonna be the only one still standing for Team 16 over here. And Cuties has now moved up on Rampage. 3 of the members currently knocked. And Milo ends up going down. Rampage gonna get 4 kills for themselves on the top of this one. And Diverse gonna be out in the field. And gonna have 2 members from Zone Fighters just behind him. All 3 of them gonna be taking zone damage right now. And then they're basically gonna have to rotate back into Team 9 once they come through the zone. Team 7 gonna have the compound just to their left-hand side. And Happy Campers is gonna have their compound just beside that. So pretty much anywhere those guys go once they come through, they're just gonna have to play this one smart and make a slow rotation in. So let's go back to Rampage quickly and see what's going down here with Team 15. Panda gonna take Carla out of this one. Wet gonna get a knock on Panda and a finish. Playzone gonna claim Binary. Scuba gonna take down Clout. And let's go ahead and check in with, well, it didn't switch. So Zone Fighters ends up being eliminated over there just behind Team 9. And Team 7 going to be battling it out with Shredded just on the very, the southeastern edge of zone. And Team 22 is going to have Team 15 rotating by them any second now. You can see some shots coming out. And Team 15 ends up crashing just outside of the shack. They drop a couple on Yanktis, and then he ends up, well, that went way quicker than I thought. So I'm pretty sure that just came down to multiple angles, and it was just too tight of a location for that many members inside that shack. But Team 15, if they ended up getting him, what's that, another 60 points for that team, I believe? Menace now going to be pushing forward, going to hop out of his vehicle just down the hill from Team 7. Team 21 now going to crash it as well. All of them going to be jumping in. Snake going to be knocked for Team 15 off in the field right on the edge of that zone. And let's check in with the Happy Campers real quick. And exchange some shots with Shredded over there on top of the hill. Let's see how close Team 14 is to Shredded. Going to be out in the zone taking tons of damage. And Unknown's going to take that as soon as he tries to run in. Let's go up here with the Happy Campers now. Aiming down the sights at Unknown there behind the tree. He's going to go ahead and get the knock by... For a second, I thought that said he knocked his own player. Kino's going to get the knock on Unknown. I believe Tasty did most of the damage, and Kino ended up getting the last shot with a... Sounds like a mini. Can Webb get over there and get the revive is the real question. So smokes are out. And I'm going to go over here with Team 21 at the moment. And out comes some nades. That's going to get a knock on a Menace. If it would have just had a little bit more distance, that would have been right beside Sacred. So Smoke's going to come out to get the revive over there onto Freaky. Drago going to be just down the hill. May have some good shots on the backside of them, but I'm not sure if they're willing to give away their location. with 7 teams still standing. So for a second, I thought THC was rotating towards Prism, so I switched over to them real quick. Kino going to be driving into zone, going to crash right into the the drop over there to get himself some new armor. And now I'm going to switch back to Team 21. Swear I saw some shots coming out from these guys. Tasty going to get a knock onto Banshee and going to go for the thirst. THC is going to push up onto Scuba. Zeke going to take him out. And Pika's going to go ahead and get a knock onto Zeke. Kino going to get dropped by... Why is it in the way? And going to get dropped by Vortex. Saker going to go ahead and drop Tasty. And Vortex actually going to steal that from him. So Freaky's going to go ahead for the revive onto Vayne. I believe Menace might still be... No, Menace going to be back up. So we're down to our 3 final teams. It's going to be Rampage, Team 21, and the last surviving member from Team 16. So Drago is going to throw a frag just up the hill, trying to make its way to Menace. Was just a little bit short. And hopefully it didn't give his entire position away. That way he can keep crawling forward to this next zone. But I have a feeling any second now, Menace is going to figure out where his location's at.
Vortex.
Drago going to get the knock on the Menace. Going to try for the thirst. Going to be just a couple bullets short, taking quite a bit of damage from the zone. And can he get it? And he doesn't.
Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Sacred runs over and is unable to get the revive, but ends up taking him out before he gets the thirst onto his teammate.
Go FPP in a smoke.
Nah, shut the fuck up, Pika. You're bad.
Wow.
Shut up, Luigi. You're garbage.
This isn't Luigi yet.
That's lucid. It's a
Shit.
3v1.
I'm Menace, by the way. Tell Vayne I'm Menace.
You're lucid.
So
Not
it's
Menace,
going to be
though.
just down to
That's my
Freaky.
name right now.
Let's see if he can take this
Push
one
it,
as a
push it.
3v1.
Yeah, it is.
And that is going to go to Team 21. So let's see how many kills these guys going to end up with. 4, 8, 12, 15, or 13 kills. So not bad for the first round. So Rampage is going to go out in second. Ari in third. THC in fourth. Prism in fifth. Shreddit in sixth. And I'm not sure what that team name is, but they're going to go out in seventh. I'm going to go ahead and take some endgame pictures real quick. And then I'll go ahead and get the second round set up. All right, guys, welcome back. We're about to start round number 2 right now. Hopefully, we got everybody in here. And it looks like we have a couple stragglers, but I gotta go ahead and start it anyways. So this round, we're gonna be playing Miramar. So hopefully everybody finds some scopes, because this can be pretty hairy with a red dot or a hollow.
Welcome to PUBG Mobile.
I'll add the link in the chat for you. Thank you for the follow, Pedro.
We will be taking off soon. Be prepared.
Didn't want to switch back to my chat. Sorry for it. That's the only way you can register to play in these scrims. I keep track of literally everything on my Discord server. Alright, so play line second round. Gonna go from, let's say Los Higos all the way up to Camp Militar. So with the play line being this, I do expect at least 1 to 2 teams heading to Campo Militar. Actually, let me change the overlay real quick. Wow, that lagged like a motherfucker. I just got a huge spike on my CPU. So, with what I was saying, with this plane line heading to Campo Militar, there's most likely going to be 1 to 2 teams dropping there. If there is a vehicle there, the loot there for a team is amazing. The problem with that location is a lot of the times, zone is going to be like 5,000 meters away from you. Ford, can you head over to Twitch? On there, you can do like all different commands. For some reason, I have them set up for YouTube, but I guess they're not working. So I'll have to look into that tomorrow when I get off work. Unfortunately, I am considered one of the essential employees, and I gotta go to work every day while this is going on. Hopefully, I don't get sick. So I hope everybody's practicing some good hygiene. So let's check in with Team 1. Jesus fucking Christ, a whole bunch of teams dropped together. So we're looking at Shreddit, Team 24, and a duo for Team 19. So Ari gonna get a knock onto Webb with the M16. Toxin gonna go ahead and get a knock onto RMND. So they ended up having some good angles on Shreddit. And where is the rest of their dudes at? So Nate gonna have, what is that, the 3-story right there just beside him. And that is gonna leave, I believe, AIM over there. Gonna have to back off. Toxin gonna go ahead and get the thirst with the AK. Goofy gonna get a knock on a bunny with a shot. Wait, was that a fucking Winchester? I have never seen a knock in any scrim I've done for over a year with a Winnie. I believe that, and fuel, you got to put a number after it to get it to work. But as I was saying, the only guns I don't see knocks or kills with in my scrims normally, like I said, the Winnie and the crossbow. I never, ever, ever see people using the crossbow in my scrims. Let's go up here with Team 13 momentarily. And let's see what these guys are dropping. So, the only team at Hacienda, which is very surprising. The loot here is actually very good for a squad. I really don't know who's going to win. A lot of the times, who I think is going to win does not win. But I basically just use these scrims to guess where the zone's going. Yeah. It's the, if you hit exclamation point camera, it'll tell you which one I got. You're going to see a knock right there from Bunny onto Captain. And Goofy's going to hopefully be able to get, oh shit, Goofy's going to get knocked behind. No, actually by Bunny as well. I thought that knock came from Bulls. So Self should have no problems getting revived by his team right there. But that actually went the complete opposite direction that I thought this fight was going in. So Panda's going to be all the way on top of the 4-5 story over there. And but what I was saying earlier, if you want to know any information about like my setup and everything like that, all you got to do is hit exclamation point. Or actually, no. Let me put all the commands in the fucking chat for you guys. So if you go to the one for stream elements, that'll be all the custom commands you guys can put in the chat and like games and shit like that for you guys to entertain yourselves whenever you get bored. I do try to keep things as entertaining as possible, but sometimes it just can't get to all the action, which I do greatly apologize for. But that's pretty much where I try to keep it. Try not to keep it on one team too long. I find that, to be honest, just a little bit boring, just sticking on one person for quite a long time. You only got 5. So here's a raffle for you. You can have some free points. So let's go ahead and get a first person view over on Panda. He's going to be blind firing through the smoke. He's just waiting for these guys to peek through, and he's going to throw that molly right on their fucking heads. So what is that? Like 14 people over on Twitch? If any of you 14 people are not following me already, please hit that button. Definitely appreciate every single follow that I get. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to get to 1,000 as quickly as possible to get that PUBG Mobile VIP status. Panda gonna get a knock onto Self. Gonna move in with the shotty and go for the... I actually thought he was gonna get dropped right there. So the rest of the team going to push down very quickly to help out their team from being thirst. But unfortunately was unable to get there quick enough. So this is going to be a 2v1. Let's see how Panda deals with this situation. Ooh, and ends up taking a couple shots right there by Bunny. Let's roll up here with Team 16 real quick. They're going to be right on top of 2 teams, Team 6 and Team 7. So JCR is going to be in the brick 3-story. You're going to see Drago right on top of the roof. Definitely knows they're in that building. And you're also going to have Team 7 just off to the northeast from Drago right here. That's going to be Viper and Prime. And let's go over here with Team 5 very quick. So let's see who they're placing some shots on. So I believe they're trying to place some shots on to Prism as they make the rotation out of this little city. I'm sorry, Jesse. If that ever happens, the that check-in chat that everybody's been communicating in, if you could just tag me in there and next time just let me know somebody is out of place on your team. Unfortunately, I just can't monitor it all since I do um, quite a few things all at the same time. It just helps me out to get things done quicker. So I do apologize I didn't catch it. Pretty sure he was supposed to be on team 15, I think. He was one of the teams I subbed in, so I must have started as soon as he joined. Let's go over here with, well, let's go over here with Team 23. See a bunch of shots coming out of this location from, what was that, Team 16? And let's go back here with Team 5. So I believe they're trying to take on Prism once again. What's up, Steel? How you doing, dude? But the question about the camera earlier, it's a Logitech C922 or something like that. It's meant for streaming. My wife's family got it for Christmas for me, I think a couple months ago. So I'm going to rotate over here to Rampage real quick. I see some shots coming out from them onto Team 21. I see a bunch of knocks over here. As far as I can tell, Fable is the only one still standing for this team. Pika's going to play some shots on him and going to get knocked. Fortunately for him, that was the last member still standing for that team. Vortex going to run over and get the revive. Team 13 actually not too far away from these guys down at the church. Check in with Team 17 down here. See where these shots are coming out. Gonna go up here with Team 22. Let's check in with Cuties real quick. I did see some shots coming out between them and the Happy Campers, just not too far away from them. Just a little too far away to render in on my phone. Kind of thinking about, not sure if you guys have seen the discount on the 2nd gen iPad Pros, but they're down to $750. So definitely kind of been thinking about it if we actually get that so-called money from the government that they've been talking about. That's probably what I'm gonna spend my money on. I mean, it is free money. So shot's gonna come out from Team 24 down here onto Team 13. Team 13 was caught looking over there at Team 25. Pika's gonna end up getting shot by Legend. And Panda is going to be by the vehicle. It's smoking just a little bit. Hopefully they don't get into too much trouble on their rotations. So the last couple members for Team 25 going to be surrounded by Team 24 at the moment. All these teams making their rotations forward. And fortunately for Team 25, every single member for Team 24 is in their own vehicle. So fortunately for them, or for Vortex, they can't actually place any shots on them at the moment. And I'm actually going to go down here with the Happy Campers. I caught Prism coming up on these guys. Wanted to see if they ended up getting into a battle real quick. What do you mean joining someone else's scrims? I played in quite a few of them, actually. So a couple shots landing down there at Scuba. And right now, Kino is going to have the off angle. And Kino actually knocked. Who came up? Legends and Goliath ended up going for the flank. Tasty coming over to provide some support. He's going to be down just on the backside. And that molly is going to land almost directly onto him. Nade's going to come out right there at Goliath. Going to cause a little bit of damage. Tasty going to get knocked by the molly. And pretty much hoping Lucky can provide some cover fire for his team. Team 16 ends up rotating in on the other member for the Happy Campers over there. And let's see how this one plays out. Me and some of the guys that are in for Prism tonight played, I think it was Tempo last night. And then I was playing in some custom rooms for Monica yesterday, Flip yesterday, Flip and Monica both today as well. So I'm pretty much in everything I can get my hands on. Let's go and check in with Shreddit quickly over here. Live taking some shots into somebody. And let's actually go up here with Prism and Team 16. Legend's going to get a knock onto Drago. Sky is going to be very low on health as well. Scuba going to get a knock onto Skies now. So it's going to be 2 knocks. I don't really think that they know Scuba is directly below them right on the ridge. So let's go ahead and check in with these members for Team 16. They're currently coming up on Scuba right now. Fortunately for Scuba, team providing very good cover fire. For pretty much all you need to do to host a scrim is just have some room cards. And then just have somewhere where a bunch of people that, I guess, like the game are all on at once and post codes and everything like that. Aw, damn, Tasty, that sucks, dude. Like, it literally landed right on your head. And here comes some shots from Scuba. Can he get the final shots right there in disguise before the smoke comes out? And it doesn't come off. Legend's now going to be pushing forward to Mandy. Or I believe Mandalion or something like that. Fred going to go ahead and thirst Goliath. And this is going to leave just Scuba still standing. And here come some shots from Zone Fighters, placing a bunch onto Scuba as he makes it into that small little shack. And this zone's going to end up hard shifting down to the southwest. So we're going to have a few teams in it already. You can see Team 15 is going to make a quick rotation in. Lucky's going to have pretty much center zone where he's at over there. Just want to catch the rest of this battle between the three teams over here. I'm not sure on that MK14 bug thing you're talking about. I actually don't use the MK14. I'm not really a huge fan of it. Let's go over here, check in with Alpachi. And the only players I could see them maybe placing some shots on are going to be zone fighters just below them on Team 12. Unfortunately, Ford, that's really the only way that I know how to run scrims. That's how I've been doing them for, I believe, like a year and a half now, maybe more. But when you first do them, it's not going to be full lobbies. Just whoever thinks that is, you just got to get out of it. You have to grow popularity, get people coming back, stuff like that. And basically, the best thing you can do to maintain scrims is just repetition. As long as you maintain everything the same, try to get everything done the same quickly as possible, even score shit like that, people will continue to come back. And let me check in with Team 14 for a second. They're going to have Team 10 just to their left-hand side, I believe, probably on the same hill. I'm sorry, Bleed. I have a very horrible memory. But I will have to say, I did try the new, what is it, the Battle Royale for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And at first, literally the only thing I hate about the game, I hate the parachute system. When I jump, I feel like it takes absolutely forever for me to get to the ground, even when I don't have the parachute deployed. But so far, it's actually not too bad. I like the graphic shit like that. But I guess I just need to rank up some guns. All these people got all these guns with like scopes and shit, and I'm sitting here with iron sights. So that's a fun time. Ford, these are not open rooms. I can only let people in that have registered. And let's actually switch over to Team 17 right now. So Lucky's going to be just down the hill from these two teams. And let's see where Yanktis is chilling. That nade's going to cause just a little bit of damage to him. He's going to go ahead and head upstairs. The slate going to be just on the edge of the hill, so he's going to be third-person peeking the side of that. And who are those shots coming from? I believe it is Highness over there on his left-hand side. So he's going to be pushing forward onto that one. And can he get inside before he pushes it over the top of the hill? And he does make it just in time. Yank this going to go ahead and get a knock with an MK. So that is going to make it even strength, 2v2. The Slate going to go ahead and jump out. Was going for some shots over there onto B. What is that, ketchup? It's going to get a knock onto the Yank this. So Team 13 not going to be too far behind these guys. And we're going to have, was that 4 teams still outside. So zone now has what 10 seconds before it starts moving. So these teams, I have a feeling, are gonna be. I kind of expect them to be where Team 15, Team 17 is, where those compounds are, right on that hill. I don't know why nobody isn't there already. So that nade was almost perfect. If it would have banked off that window ledge, it would have gone right in. So they're going to go ahead and push to Slate right now. Let's see how he takes this one on. And what is this going to be? 2v1? So actually 3v1. Out come the smokes. 2 knocks almost instantly. And this is just going to be up to Ketchup. So that smoke threw these guys off really well. Highness going to go ahead and climb down the stairs. Ketchup going to go for the revive. The Slate needs to push right now. Jump out that window and come in through the front door. So we going to get a knock onto Donatic with the VSS. Mandalion going to get a finish onto, I believe it was Lucky down there. And this is going to go ahead and hard shift north. So going to have a few teams in the zone already. Not sure what's going on with Team 10 up there. So now Team 13 has joined in on this fight over here at these couple compounds. Artemis going to get a knock on to Propagate. Where are these dudes at? And I believe I didn't get to it in time. Zetsu going to be taken down by the play zone. Let's go over here, check in with Team 24 very quickly. And I want to say they are exchanging some shots with zone fighters at the moment. Propagate going to be crazy low on health. Going to go for the heal up in that smoke. You can see Bank off in the distance, making his rotation forward. Very possibly he could come right in behind Team 24 and get himself a couple kills. I'm actually going to switch to him real quick and see if he goes ahead and third parties this one. So I was looking for it. Does he do it? Gonna get one knock, and unfortunately gonna get knocked by Propagate. What do you need? Explain, Juanito. So Team 16 now rolling up on the backside of Team 14. So CK is going to eliminate the last couple members for Serenity over there. And Fred going to come out with a very high nade. And it did have some distance to it. I'm not sure if Bunny had that damage beforehand or not. But if it did, if Bunny didn't, I guess definitely a nice nade. Can you give me a room card? I do not have enough money for a room card. I don't know how to give things to people. Plus, right now nobody's spending any kind of money at work, so trying to hold on to my bank account for as long as possible. So Team Alive up there on the hill, going to be Team 5. Placing some shots down here onto Zone Fighters. Going to get a knock on the Propagate. Prime for CK is going to be just off to their east behind the rock. So right now, just a little bit slow until these couple teams right here make the rotation forward. So they're all going to have to push right towards Team 12. Let's actually see. Team 5 going to be just on the edge of the zone, so they should be fine with this one too. Bunny going to be running forward as quickly as possible, headed right towards Team 24. They're going to land quite a few shots on her as makes the rotation forward. I believe that one's going to come from... Let's check in with Enoch real quick. They're going to get a knock onto some of the players from Team 16. And it's Alpachi knocked in the field straight ahead. And no, still going to be alive. So I don't know why it's so hard for me to tell when people have real low health when I'm zoomed out like that, if they're still alive or if they're just crawling. What's up, Kush? How you doing, dude? I saw you added me on Xbox, I think. No, it had to be today. I think I was playing Modern Warfare. So here comes the knock from Zone Fighters. And they were going to go ahead and push forward onto that one. Ari going to have very, very low HP right there on the side of the building. Toxin going to be providing cover fire just from the other side of that dip right there. And I want to say Bulls placing some shots over there on Team 5 as they rotate down the hill. Jerry's going to get a revive onto Yamasayan. And Toxin going to re-knock him. Sephiroth going to get a knock on to Propagate. This is just going to leave it down to Jars. Or Jurors. Some days the gamble's good. Some days the gamble's bad. I either lose all my money or I win tons of it. And Sephiroth trying to play some shots onto Jurs. And they're going to get a knock onto Ari over here. Zone is going to be pushing the rest of them forward. Let's see what Jurs does in this situation. If I was him, I would push forward where the zone wouldn't be hurting. And here comes the entire team. What is going on? And Jurs tried to make it out the window and couldn't get it in time. Very nice push by Team Alive right there. They're going to gain first place in our second round. Zone Fighter's going to go out in second. PG in third. KDS in fourth. I'm not sure the name of Team 5 once again. Ari in sixth. And what is that? 4 free agents in seventh. So I'm going to go ahead and take some endgame pictures real quick. Go ahead and get the next round set up. And we will be back momentarily for our third and final round of tonight.
Welcome to PUBG Mobile. We will be taking off soon. Be prepared.
Alright guys, welcome back for a third and final round tonight. We're going to do air and goal one more time again. Get you guys ready for crew challenge coming up. So let's see what plane line is. So we're going to go from Severny down to Novo. So should have a bunch of good drop spots in this. It's Dell. Trying to remember which one it is. So it's the Dell XPS 159570. And then I've upgraded some of the internals. I put in a Samsung 970 Evo Plus 1 terabyte solid state drive, 64 gigs of Corsair memory, and killer Wi-Fi 6 wireless card. That way I can speed things up. And I got a bunch of accessories added on, everything like that. If you're on my Discord server, it should be under the Essentials column, under Stream Setup. And then pretty much you can see everything I'm running on there. So once again, same as our first round, we're going to have tons of teams dropping into Yasnaya. And actually, I'm going to come out of Yasnaya. I want to go down to Pachinki. I haven't seen a battle in Pachinki in quite some time. So this is going to be a battle between Team 7, CK, and Rampage. And you're also going to have JCR just off to the outer edge of Pachinki. Milo TG currently going to be knocked for Team 7. And Reflect, from what I can tell, going to be knocked as well. Cloud going to go ahead and get the finish with the S12K. And Viper going to get the knock on to Spiritual. All these shotguns everywhere. That's how I feel how Pachinki works. You either land on awesome stuff right off the bat, or hey, all you get is a pistol or a shotgun. And you just got to do some work sometimes. So BabyBot going to be knocked back there by Vayne. They should most likely find that one, get the thirst pretty soon. Milo TG going to be hiding behind the little thing right there. And Supreme is going to be moving up from the rear. Enigma going to be on top of the roof. If not careful, JCR is going to have a shot right there on his right-hand side. I'm not sure why you can't watch for it. On my end, it shows everything's working. So Unify going to get the knock onto Enigma. Low is going to be knocked. Freaky going for the revive. Supreme going for the revive onto Enigma. And we're having some battles up there in Yasnaya. Let's go check in on this shit. So we're going to be rocking it out with Team 13. Going to be 4 free agents. Team 23, which is Reckless. PG on Team 24. And not sure on the clan for Team 21. And I want to say we're also having a battle down here in Milta. I'm going to switch to this one real quick. Ketchup, I believe, got a knock and a thirst earlier. Now let's go up here with Santa All. Gonna get a knock on to Unknown as he comes in for the knock. And here comes Wet. Can he cancel that revive quick enough? And gonna get knocked by Wet with the shotty. Here comes Ketchup for Team 17. And gonna get the thirst onto Webb. And Wet's gonna land just a couple shots onto him. Now Wet's going for all the knocks to get the thirst off, to get his team as many points as possible. And I believe this is going to be give both teams the opportunity to go for the revive. Real question right now is, once Team 17 gets their teammate up, do they push? And Ketchup going to get the knock onto Unknown with the frag grenade. Wet going to push out just to the back and push to the other compound just behind it. Santa All, I had a feeling, saw him push that way. Wet's going to get some cover behind the broken wall. And here comes the push. And that one is going to go to Ketchup. So nice teamwork between the two on Team 17 right there. And let's see what everyone else is up to. Let's go up to Yaz real quick. Got these teams right on top of each other now. So Reckless has moved to the pretty much complete opposite end that they were at earlier. PG is now going to be controlling the center. Team 13 is going to be in, I believe, the same apartment building right there. Gamer Boy, only one possibly for his team. So, gonna camp it out a little bit, get some of those points. Nah, he wants them to come to him, popping up those shots. And I'm gonna go back to Chinky really quick and see what these two teams are doing at the moment. So, it's gonna be down to just Rampage and JCR. Vortex now pushing up to the broken wall. Brax was almost taken out. Vortex going to pre-fire, thinking Brax is going to come back one more time. Toxin going to get a knock on to Panda. And Vane now going to push forward. And here comes the rest of the team, all pushing as one. Get a knock onto Brax. Vane going to get knocked as well. And I believe Vortex went down too. And Freaky going to get the last knock. And that is going to give, I want to say Pachinki is all theirs. Actually, let's see what happens with this solo. I mean, you never know what the fuck can go on. So no shots coming out like I thought. Maybe once that one smoke goes away? Because they are still back there on that wall. Alright, let's see what everybody else is up to real quick. Might as well just go back to Yasna. Rocking that Bape outfit right there on Toxin. So Nate gonna get knocked by Gamer Boy. And if he's not careful, he's pushing right into Reckless. So we're having a battle over here in the Popka. And this is going to be between Indestructible and Team 9. Captain going to come around, going to get knocked onto Zetsu. And this is going to come down to Diverse and Captain. And Diverse goes down. Indestructible is going to be the victor over here in Lipovka. And it looks like Rampage found the single in Pachinki. So we're still going to have the cluster of people up here in Yaz. I want to see some fighting between these teams. Team 22. Unless I'm blind, I don't see Team 22. Actually, it looks like Angel's the only one still standing for Team 22. And why didn't it switch? Who is Angel shooting at over here? So Angel's going to be taking on DVL. Let's check back in with Toxin. He's going to get a knock onto Weed. Going to go ahead and get the thirst off. And I'm going to post a link into the chat for you guys. As much as I talk about the fish tank to my right, I never actually post a link to it. Thank you for the follow, Fish Gamer. So I'm going to drop the Instagram for my fish tank build into the Twitch chat. That way you guys can take a couple pictures. Pretty much literally everything in that fish tank I've tried to hand build myself. Drilled the glass, built the entire stand, did all the plumbing. Literally, my back hurt. That took forever. So Zun's gonna go ahead and push down to this one's gonna end at Milta. So THC is gonna probably be in a very good spot over here. And Angel and DVLR, whatever the fuck his name is, gonna be over there at school. Let's see what they're actually up to. So she's just waiting for him to make a mistake at this moment. I just want to see some fighting. Let's check in with the victors from round number 2. Let's go to team 5. So they are currently down to only 3 members. Actually had, what, like half the teams go out pretty early. I feel like with this size zone, we usually have more teams right now. So who do you guys think is going to win our third round of tonight? Or who's going to be the next ones to go out? I'm not sure what Team 13 is shooting at over here. It's gotta be a misfire. They're just trying to blow for it. Nah, I guess just shooting some bullets off. So not really a whole lot of movement from any of the teams right now. Just pretty much waiting to see where the next zone rotates to. But like I said earlier, I really think this one's going down to Milta. So normally how I pick my zones is wherever the drop is, most of the time I think it goes opposite of where the drop is. Every once in a while, you get it where it does drop on it, and I think this is going to be one of those times. So it does look like Angel ends up finding him up there. Let's see if we can go ahead and switch to her real quick and see if she can get the... she's just trying to bait him. It could backfire for her if Team 16 rotates close enough. Hey, how's it going, dude? And thank you for the post, Rise Sebastian, advertising the scrims tonight. Angel getting bored, trying to play some shots. And this one's about to move. And I was wrong. This one goes to farm. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. All I know is you said you like something? You're good. Yeah, everybody is playing it safe. But there's probably, I'd say, what, 2-3 teams battling it out for first place right now. So depending on the placement of some of these teams, it's pretty good much depict our top 3. Let's go check out Rampage down here. They're placing some shots at somebody. I don't think Team 3 is really that close. But let's check in with Team 14 now. They're going to be right on top of Team 5. And they're going to be inside the warehouse. Donatic gonna come out right as soon as Bulls hops in that vehicle and makes his getaway. They're gonna go ahead and push to the compound just to, let's say, southeast from where the warehouse is currently at. So let's check in between these two teams over here. This could be some Serenity on Serenity. So I definitely expect these two teams to talk shit to each other afterwards. I mean, if I was playing against my own clan and we went up against each other, I'd probably exchange a few words with them afterwards too. But it's all fun and games. Let's check in with Team 16 over here. So currently one of their members knocked. Sky's still standing. I'm not sure where Sky's is at though. So THC gonna occupy the L building as well as the little compound just behind it. Rampage gonna have the compound just on the edge of the water. And we still have the two teams over at, that's what I really call the farm area. I don't know what everyone else really calls it. And Serenity gonna try to rotate straight through. Doesn't look like anything has landed on them yet. Got very lucky coming in between all of those teams. So Chaos gonna rotate, meet up with Bulls. That way if one of them gets knocked, there's gonna be a revive right there for him. So basically when it comes down to this zone, if you got the ammo, I mean, why the fuck not just shoot it at this point? Um, basically, at the very beginning of the game, let's say Rampage is over there, THC is over here. I don't really see the whole point of exchanging shots that far apart. I mean, you're not going to get there before they get the revive off, so unless you're going to get the thirst as quickly as possible, there's really no need in getting rid of the supplies you have for endgame. So it's all about, can you get that kill quickly enough? I mean, other than wasting all your ammo. So Tasty gonna push up. Bull's gonna place a couple shots in his direction. I don't think anything ended up landing on him. So Chaos gonna get knocked right there by Lucky. Lucky came in right at the time Chaos was about to peek around the side of the building at Tasty. And THC surrounds these two. So Alive now is going to make the rotation out of the warehouses over there. Apache going to be crashing the little guard tower right there. And let's see what the rest of his team does. Do they join him? And they do. So we still have 11 teams still up. And let's go over here with RPG real quick. So can we land these shots on Serenity rotating by? Are you going to get a knock? 1, 2, Wookie. And Vortex goes for the thirst. My PUBG mobile name, if you just visit my Discord or in the chat, type ID, I think, it'll pop up. I think it's exclamation ID. Let me take a look. So we have quite a few teams all really on the edge of zone. You're going to have, what, 3-4 teams? Kind of, I'd say 3. Almost dead center. You're going to have Team 24, Team 5, and Team 18. So some shots coming up from Team 24, I want to say, at the most likely the 3-story over there. And Majesty gonna get a confirm onto Bunny. Let's go over here with Team 18 real quick and check in with, did he really just freeze this late in the game? Well, that hasn't happened in, what, like a week? I just hope it lets me back in. And it likes me today. Hopefully I didn't miss a whole lot. But I'll try to jump back into the action as quickly as possible. So let's check in over here with one member for Team 12. Gonna be just behind THC. Let's check in with these guys as I thought somebody was rotating by them. Thank you for the follow. And Vortex is gonna get knocked by... Did it not pop up in the kill feed, or am I just fucking blind? And Binary was just behind them. Exclamation point ID. So, Propagate gonna be knocked. Can Jers get to him before the zone takes him out? Sky is gonna be moving into the smoke just behind Yama Saiyan. And some shots are coming out from RPG now. And you got, what, Binary knocked up on the hill over there? And Christ gonna get a confirm onto Skies with the Car 9. So play zone gonna get a knock onto Jers. Actually, that might have been confirm. Now Toxin's gonna get a confirm onto Binary. And let's see where this push comes from. So Self for Team 14 is going to be right in behind this triangle of members for Team 5. And I believe Goliath is placing some shots onto, what is that, TRT over there in the 2-story. Actually, that's Majesty. And Kino gonna get a knock on Navina. THC now gonna be pushing up. Jeez, Kino crazy low on health. 1 HP came out of that one. And out come a couple nades. Tasty gonna get the confirm onto him. Goliath gonna get the knock onto TRT. Revenge and goes for the thirst. And Legends gonna take down Majesty. Donatek gonna take down Kino with a nade. And let's go over here, check in with Team 24 real quick. They're going to have to jump off the L building. And jumps right into zone. So lucky for them, they are right there. Are we going to take down Yamasayan? I want to say that is going to be it for ZF in our third round. So this is our final 3 teams for our final game of tonight, guys. Let me see in chat who you guys think is going to be. Is it going to be Prism? Is it going to be PG? Or is it going to be THC? Toxin going to get a knock onto Tasty. And let me get a first-person view on this shit. And just trying to place the last couple shots onto Zeke, but nothing's connecting for him. Goliath trying to place some shots on the Ari, hoping something will get past that rock. Ended up blowing the vehicle up, but was unable to get a knock off of it. Nate gonna get a knock on the Legends with the M4 and is gonna go ahead and thirst as quickly as possible. That's gonna bring Prism down to a 1-man team. I believe THC's gonna have 3 and PG is gonna be down to 4. Goliath's gonna get I believe a confirm under the one of them. Tasty's gonna go ahead and take him down. And that is going to be it. I believe PG pulled off the third round victory for tonight, taking out THC. So very nice job to those guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take some end-game pictures. And as always, for whoever is currently watching the stream that is not following already, please go ahead and hit that button. Trying to get to 1,000 followers as quickly as possible. You're more than welcome to advertise my stream link anywhere you want. Literally... well, as long as it's not one of the ones where it's like follow for follow. Not really looking at trying to do it the right way. But anything I can do to grow the stream, get more followers, bring in more teams, it's definitely what I'm down for. So, as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Scores, I hope, will be out tonight. Got some new staff members working on some stuff for me. That way I can focus a little bit more on streaming, take a little weight off of my shoulders. And hopefully it'll be out tonight. You'll see the ping for registration after they come out. But as always, once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next Wednesday at the same time.